Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. So we're going up in a fairly interesting little 1v1 against, once again, an AI in a Trincomalee, and we're going to be tackling it with the Renommee. So we'll probably get one kind of lucky shot, I guess, against this Trinc, and then we're going to really have to try and sit on their tail, at least for the most part. They'll be firing standard ball shot and then probably equipping doubles against us. And in general, their firepower is just slightly greater than ours. So we're going to rely on manoeuvring. We're both fairly agile. Excuse me, both fairly agile ships. So there'll be a lot of opportunities to mess up. We are also drastically undercrewed. It may be worth our time, actually, to grape shot them. But I feel that unless we got very lucky, we'd probably end up regretting that. And yeah, I'd say that's probably the biggest issue we could have, is if we started to try and grape them and failed, we'd end up not getting any sort of compensation for this. Whereas, at least tackling them head-on in this manner, we should be able to get a reasonable amount of experience, and hopefully a reasonable amount of money, at least enough to compensate us for the damage that is going to be done to our ship. So we're really just trying to hold that forward arc as much as possible. I think we may even actually have a speed advantage on this Trincomalee, though that might be because of our inbuilt upgrades. I honestly can't remember what we have at the moment. Lagged a little bit there, unfortunately, so that's pretty bad. Maybe that was a lucky shot and we got his rudder. Nah, a little bit too far to the right. We'll probably just go with a broadside trade here. They still haven't fired off, which means they've probably got standard balls still equipped. We'll try and put on some speed here and try and get a full turn off. This is slightly troubling. We need to do better on our exchanges. Whoa! I had not actually seen that had started. Hopefully we're not too late. Wow! Okay, I had thought we were reasonably quick on that. Still, that kind of thing is going to happen, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, we'll take a break for a little bit, and I'll bring you guys something when something comes up. See you shortly. Alrighty, and we're back. Hopefully, we can be a bit more observant for the black smoke next time. It's a shame that the video kind of glitched out a little bit once we were exploding. I imagine it would have looked quite spectacular. In any case, hopefully we'll do a little bit better against Trader Snow and 2 Brigs. Ideally, I'll sink the Brigs and capture the Snow. More than anything else, we're just trying to work our way up through the ranks. I think we need about another 1,000 experience, maybe a little bit more. before we reach Master and Commander, which should give us nearly enough, I think 250 or 240, so it'll give us nearly enough to have a full crew for the Renommee, which will be good. It's not awful being undercrewed, but it just makes everything that little bit slower, a little bit more difficult. Means we have to be kind of on our ball, on our game, on the ball, in order to not, well, blow up or get taken out. In any case, snow, it's going to be hitting us with some 18-pound carronades, I think. And that's probably going to be about the most dangerous thing we're dealing with. You know, the continuous barrage of shots from the Navy brigs presents its own problems. But it's more, I think, the double shot from the carronades, if they get some decent shots off, is going to be more problematic. Actually, we're not that resilient. I thought we were a little more resilient to the 6-pounders that the Navy brigs have. That's alright. Shouldn't be a major issue, of course. We are a reasonably large issue. It's not completely ridiculous, but I mean, we've got, I guess between the two ships, we've got slightly less guns than they do, and ours are of a higher caliber, 9-pounders and 18-pound carronades on top. And we have to be, well, actually we don't have to be careful because they're AI. Something that we will have to watch out for, and probably check the patch notes, is if the AI will board players. Because if the AI starts boarding people, then we have to be extra careful in piloting our undercrewed ships. I'll get there eventually. We may as well take some pot shots off at the snow as we go past here. Missed a few more shots than I would have liked there. Still getting used to the length of the ship. And the fact that yeah, the way it fires off its guns is rather, well, it's regimented, but I haven't got the timing down pat. So if I miss with one, I'm probably going to miss with at least 2 or 3 of the next shots. Also, still trying to get used to the way the Renommee sits in the water. Just, I think, due to the fact that it kind of flutes out a little bit. I for some reason struggle with that. It seems, at least, to me, that it's a bit more stable. You don't get quite as much swing in terms of the ship tipping up and down, which is nice. And would probably work out quite nicely if we were to equip it with, say, long guns, 9-pound longs. Only problem is that the upper deck doesn't take them. I mean, it's not too much of an issue because the upper deck is actually just 2 carronades at the moment. And they sit, well, fairly far back. So we've chunked down this Navy brig fairly well. If it's not sinking already, it shouldn't be too much longer until it starts. We do want to get a decent pass on our port side, however, against the other Navy brig, so that we can get a full broadside off against them. I was a little impatient there, I probably could have done better. Now, if we can, once this wraps up, we'll probably also seize the captured snipe. About our rear guns. Probably should have sacrificed our turning arc there to just to get those two shots off. But this has actually been far more relaxed than I expected. I think in part we've gotten lucky, and in part we've approached this correctly. Also, the ships have spread themselves out very much. And have missed more shots than I expected. Alright, let's see if we can get this right for once. It was alright. We missed some shots in the middle and some shots at the end. Developing our firing arcs. I mean, having a firing arc like that's probably not going to work in a ship like this. We need it. We can do it in something like a Navy brig, a Snow, or a Mercury, because they're all very short ships. And so we can kind of spin ourselves around and get each of the shots to basically hit the same position. However, the Renommee is a very long ship. That's an example of what will happen if you don't wait for the shot to line up. For some reason I thought it actually had been lining up and I wasn't actually paying attention to that part of the screen. In any case, getting back to that Snow is going to be potentially annoying. Hopefully it'll just chase us and we can catch it and, yeah, board it. That'll be that. What's it got? Yeah, 63. That's an acceptable number for us to just board straight up. Not entirely sure if this Navy brig has used their repairs yet. I don't think they have. Oh, that'll be something interesting to see, actually. If the AI ships will kind of hold on to one of their repairs, because I really think at the moment they must use both of them consecutively, or at the same time even, and I don't believe the system works very well if you use them at the same time now. I seem to remember in sea trials you could just pop them and they'd kind of use one and then it would use the other. Whereas in open world, as far as I can tell, if you use them both at the same time, it'll use one and then like maybe tack on a little bit of time if you use the second one a short time after. Kind of like resetting its use without actually using it up. At least that just seems to be my experience. In any case, we should be able to get a reasonable turn off here and catch this snow. And there goes the second Navy brig. Fantastic. Wow, that's very lucky for us. One shot, I think, ricocheted off our hull, and then 2 shots actually hit the mast of the sinking ship. Anyone who says that we don't lead a charmed life clearly hasn't seen that video. Though, you know, if you see our ship blowing up before, you could also think otherwise. I was just impressed by that explosion. And very much a warning, always pay attention to what's going on board your ship. I just missed the black smoke and the angle with a little bit of flames licking up. I actually just ignored it as part of the animation of the guys manning the cannon there on the rear deck. We'll probably afford to pop our sail repair here at this point. I don't think we will be in danger, or at least too much danger of having our sails shot up. And ideally, we should be able to catch the snow on this turn. Probably should actually have my crew on sailing for this bit. Well, while we're doing this, we'll get a few shots off. Yes, it does decrease the sail value of it, but I am really chasing experience at the moment. And with that in mind, I'll actually just look at sinking it now. I'm frustrated with the fact that we haven't been able to get close enough to capture it with that pass. This poor little trader Snow. must say I'm very excited to see what sort of future ships are introduced. And I think more than anything else, I'm also very excited to see the implementation of trading. Don't get me wrong, I'm in this for the battles. I like the ship-to-ship combat and everything that goes along with it. However, I'm also very excited to be able to attract other types of players, and also to have alternate routes for gaining money. At the moment, you're somewhat restricted. Well, you're completely restricted in how you get money. You sink ships or you capture ships. Whereas in the future, being able to trade, being able to know where to go, it's all going to be very useful. Discovery and interaction with the world going to open up more and more opportunities for people. But that's all a little ways off yet. Not entirely sure if the new patch will even bring trading in as a feature. Though the fact that you have coffers of tea as a completely pointless item means that they're at least taking steps in that direction. Should be it. We can attempt to pop some of our other repairs. And finish up the match. Hopefully we'll be able to repair most of this damage. I wouldn't have to pay for it at a port. But yes, the Renommee is an awesome ship. Very cool figurehead. All the kind of, I guess, layers on the ship. Not going quite as far as the yacht, however, in how dramatic its sideboards are. But, you know, you've got the kind of red and blue running all the way down to the waterline. And then even below that, you've got the, I guess, the layer of whatever that is, like, lightly coloured woods. Rather impressive. Okay, that looks like as far as it's going to go. Not terrible. Maybe we might have gotten... Nope. And, of course, some coffers of tea. So, rudder needs a bit of work, and our right side needs a tiny bit of work. Down to 2 durability, as we inadvertently lost enough durability with that explosion. But that's alright. Haven't actually made a ton of money using this ship. In fact, we've, lost a lot of money by purchasing it. However, I've been enjoying playing with it a lot more than I have been the smaller ships. We're not going to fight that fleet, though. No way. It's a little bit big for us. So, in the meantime, we're going to take a little bit of a break and come back shortly. Hello everyone. So for our final bit today, I've jumped... Oh, wow, okay. We jumped into a battle between Great Britain and ourselves. Dutch. And Canale's in here with all his Santissimas and victory. And hopefully, we may actually result in a few enemy ships spawning. That would be good. But yes, there's Renommee and Trincomalee, a few more Renommee, and at least my limited understanding of the way the spawning, the reinforcement system works is, whatever the initial fight you were having becomes duplicated. So I believe this was a fight with a Renommee and a Brig. So a bunch more Renommee may join the battle. We'll see how it goes. Or Renommee and Brig pairs. With the 5 Santissimas, though, we're not... Oh, wait, is it 7? Of course, Renommee is a rear admiral, so he's able to hire more ships. Yes, 7... Yeah, there we go. Renommee and a Brig just came in. But yeah, 7 Santissimas is a lot of ships and a lot of firepower. Anyway, I gotta say, so these are some of my favourite bits for naval action. They do tank our frame rate, of course, which I may actually lock just so it's a little smoother for you guys. Yes. Seeing these large battles is just a sense of awe. And the constant noise and that sort of stuff. It's rather impressive. Anyway, we'll be able to get a few shots off here. Probably get some damage off on Edward Kenway there. Poor Lockleg there, spawning in the middle of the Santissimas. Just got absolutely destroyed. Oh, I have to switch up the double shot coming in. Never mind, we'll rectify that momentarily. What have we got? Oh, we've had a Trincomalee, Snow, Renommee, and Navy and Renommee join in, so that's the second lot of ships that joined have been duplicated as well. That's cool. Good thing to note. Oh, there's a ship on fire over there. Funny, we catch fire once and we become experts at spotting ships on fire. Fairly devastating barrage, but the Navy Brig took it well. Fortunately, there's nothing too heavy here, so we probably won't get wiped out. Unless we make a major mistake. Probably actually switch up to standard ball shot as well. Just so we can reach those ships. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. We'll wait until it's loaded anyway, and it's still quicker to switch up to double if the need arises. Canale's alright over there. I mean, I'm sure they will be in a victory. However, with the system being, I believe, each shot having a chance to set fire to your ship. When you're in a larger ship, of course, you're going to take more shots and thus have a higher probability of catching fire. Hopefully we'll be able to get our double shot loaded and get some shots off against the top tier berry there before they sink. We may not, however. Eesh, we ended up hitting our ally there, that's no good. Hopefully we won't end up with negative XP for the match. It will hopefully be the end of that Renommee. Oh, we lost one of those lynxes. I'm guessing that's an AI controlled lynx. Sorry, well, yeah, I mean, because it's a fleet ship, of course it's an AI controlled one, but I believe that the fleet belongs to an AI player. I could be mistaken, however. Whoa! Okay, that freaked me out a little bit. So they've spawned over there. Okay. So now things are getting interesting. Oh. No, never mind. Thought Canali was actually sinking. Counting for some drops, some shots falling short. Ended up leaving it fairly high, and they fell short anyway. Right, have to watch out for Gene Drummond here, even though they're only in a Brig. Yeah, that's fine. We're not too worried about a Brig. Heck, we could even board them. Canali's taken out a ship there.
Worst part was that I had to load.
Sorry. Accidentally hit the wrong key. Popped us back onto TeamSpeak. Contemplating doing a turn there, but having seen that Renommee over there, I would much rather hold off and just take shots from our starboard side at the Brig. Well, looks like both Trincoma's have been captured. Very good. Canali does not mess around. Boy, do you feel the loss of crew trying to turn with no speed. A fairly even broadside exchange here. We came off the better though, which is good. We should remember to clip them with our rear guns as they pull away. reasonable hits there. Gotta watch out for that Trincomalee though. That could really ruin our day. Yes, things could have gone very, very badly for us if the Centesimas weren't in the fight. Admittedly, most of these ships wouldn't have actually spawned in if the Centesimas weren't in the fight, so that's really an important point. Right, 9-pounders apparently are not cut out to handle the Trincomalee's hull. Also, I mean, I imagine if we'd been a bit closer, we could have been able to do some damage there. However, we do have to take into account the fact that we were shooting at a very poor angle. Didn't actually try to close the gap. Is this one of the starting Trinks? Yeah, it is. Sorry, starting Snows. I really do want to just sink it, but it's more important, I think, that we do damage to the Trincomalee. That's a bit better. Still not much. Highlighting the differences between the classes of ship that we are. Has the Trink got almost double our guns? 10 more guns. It's a lot. Ideally, we'll be able to stick on the tail of the Trink and do damage that way. That Trincomalee has clearly not copped a full broadside from any of the Centesimas yet. That is probably about to change, however. We're going to keep straight on as well, just so any shots that pass through them don't do too much damage to us. That looked fairly on point. It was the snow shots hitting us there, rather than anything from the AI Centesima. Well, I mean, I think that goes to show kind of what the Renommee can take in terms of damage. We actually handled that broadside fairly well. But we're in no position to be able to exchange evenly with the Trincomalee. Getting a bit obstructed by the Centesima there. Certainly not bad by any stretch of the imagination, though. Our kind of exchange with the Trincomalee, that is. all we really have to do now is wait on this Trincomalee to sink. I don't know why we're on survival still. We fixed that leak up quite a while ago. They'll probably get another one if that Trincomalee has its way. And as much as I don't want to, I am certainly going to use the Navy Brig for shelter if we need to. Probably don't want to cop another one of those, to be fair. Ooh. Well, that's some good news. After today's episode, tomorrow's episode, will be a look at this new patch. If it's patched. It may not be, but we'll have to wait and find out tomorrow. Hopefully we can wrap up this battle inside that time limit. It actually shouldn't be too big an issue now that I look at it, as there's only one Trincomalee, one Renommee, and a snow left. That's snow. I mean, it's not the same one, of course, but the fact that it survived so long, even being one of the last ones to spawn, is very fortunate. And Canale's got an array of captured Trincomalees. One of the big reasons that I actually want to get our rank up is so that we can actually capture ships more easily. We'll actually be able to go and capture kind of Navy brigs and that sort of thing in one go, without having to worry about graping them too much. Sorry, just one second. I want to check what its sound level's at. Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Hopefully I'm still coming through fairly well. Otherwise I'll once again have to change up the way I am editing it. Alright, there goes the Trink, which means it's just the snow left. Can't imagine that'll be lasting very much longer. Put ourselves on a straight line course. Make an effort to avoid running into style there. Go to the old home cam and just go back and see, yep, there it is. That poor little snow. Alrighty. We'll wrap up today's episode here. As usual, it's been Death Stimulator. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know. And please consider liking, commenting, favouriting or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.